Good morning, babies. So these guys are, what, 3 days old now? And we're just looking at the yellow chick here, and it looks like it has dark feathers coming by its wingtips. I see some white edge and some black. So I wouldn't have thought that from yellow to colorful. It might be a barred rock kind of looking one later. Hey babies. The yellow one is older than the stripy one, and the stripy one's bigger. Just surprising. I noticed on the top of the striped one's head is a little black couple of dots. Hey babies. So they're very good little chicks. They like their heat lamp. They hang out kind of all over the place, but quite often they're laying, when the light's on, I just turned it off for the camera. Usually they're laying on the outside perimeter of the heat lamp light. And so they'll be laying maybe about here, maybe a little closer than they're standing right now to the light. And then other times they'll be all over in here. This is their food. They've made a little bit of a mess on their tray, but it's keeping moisture from the ground. You can see they've been feeding out of the little feeder. And for water, this is the water they've had the whole time, and they've drank about half of it already. And so that's going really well. But they're very quiet chicks. Maybe it's only because there's only 2. Usually we have a lot more, but they're pretty sweet. So I think today the hen is hatching. I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but I think the hen that was sitting on them for their first 18 or so days, I think she's hatching eggs today, hopefully. There was a disaster yesterday, and hopefully we're able to catch that video. And the box tipped over and the eggs spilled out, and I think some chickens ate 3 of the almost hatched chicks, and so we're hoping that the 5 remaining actually hatch. I don't know what's going to happen, but Mama hen is still sitting, and sometimes things happen. But these guys are doing really good, and they're waiting for their little brothers and sisters so they can be raised by the mama. But it's kind of fun having these guys around to enjoy for a couple of days. This dark one has such dramatic eyes. Black lines around them. Very cute. This is the next morning from when the nest was overturned. And Mama, this one should have a couple more days. And this Mama could have babies under. Let's see what we're doing. Nothing. There you go, girl. So what I did, I'll show you. They just disappeared into the trees. I took out all the mature chickens out of this pen, and I just left some of the couple-month-old chicks of the, I think these ones are all hens that I have left. I have a gentleman, he's purchased from me before, and he likes to buy our chickens, and so they're going to a new home, and so all our mature ones and the other young rooster chicks are not here where they're going to be able to bother the little chickies that are supposed to be hatching soon. And this way the coop will be as it will be in the winter and fully settled, and there's not going to be fights, and mama hens will be able to take care of the little babies, because these ones that are half grown aren't going to bother a mama hen with baby chicks. So, and these are all hens, and so in a few months these ones will start laying and we'll be getting eggs again, and the babies will be safe and sound also. So that is what I did. So the other ones are in a different pen right now, waiting for the other gentleman to pick them up in a few days. So they're enjoying their new location for a while, and then they'll be off to their new home. And yeah, so that's where we're at for today. We're looking through some chicken wire right now. I had cattle in this pen last, and they pushed a hole through this chicken wire. So my patch is baler twine. So there's my little stitching in the dark last night of patching this hole so chickens can't get out and nothing can get in to bother them. They're pretty content in here. And I've already... Hey man. So I already got an egg. One of the hens laid in that crate. You can see there's some golf balls in there. I usually leave the golf balls in for a pretend egg. For one, they can't peck it and eat it, and for two, something for them to have a target of where to lay their eggs. So I have a little roost set up, and I have a sawhorse. I have a piece of cardboard on because they like to just sit on the sawhorse and poop on it. So the cardboard was last night intact on top of that, but the roost is up. They have lots of grains and different things to eat in this pen, and I also have provided grain for feed in the container there, and water, and a nesting box, and lots of space. So they're doing pretty good, even though they were naughty yesterday and ate the eggs and they ate the little baby chicks from the other hen. They got safely moved over here, and they just don't get to stay here forever. This weekend someone's gonna come get them. So that's pecking order. You see, that's a half-grown chick. And one of the mature hens was saying, I want to eat first. They definitely know their place. So that's pecking order.